So rule 7, risk of collision. Boy, you guys need some help with this. I know when I'm out there coaching some of my clients, oh boy, you get overloaded. You are driving your boat along and you see, once you start really paying attention and really keeping a proper lookout, moving your head like we talked about, you see jet skis, kayaks, sailboats, motorboats, commercial ships, all out there in front of you, and I've watched you guys, you really get very intimidated, and I can understand why. So the first thing you have to think about is whatever I'm looking at, in this case on the table, this is us, and this is a boat that we're looking at. Is there actually a risk of collision? So said a different way, if the blue boat is going this way, and this guy is, let's say he's stopped in the water, he's not actually moving. Well, we go along like this, he's stopped, there's no risk of collision. There's no need to do anything, okay? So what the rule talks about is how to determine risk of collision. So part B says proper use shall be made of radar equipment if fitted and operational, okay? It says a little bit more than that, you need to read it for yourself. But, as I said in my previous segment, I don't want you guys using it or relying on it more than you're trained how to do, okay? Because it can be confusing, and the Mark 1 human eyeball is absolutely the most effective tool in avoiding collision, okay? Unless you're really trained on how to use your radar. Part D, in determining if a risk of collision exists, the following considerations shall be among those taken into account. Such risk shall be deemed to exist if the compass bearing of an approaching vessel does not appreciably change. So what does that mean? It means if we were looking at this guy using a compass, a hand-bearing compass. So we would be looking down this line here. If he's stopped in the water and we're going forward, look at my pointer. As we move forward, the pointer is tracking right. This is the compass bearing we're looking down. It's moving. There is an appreciable change as the red boat goes down our side clear, with no risk of collision, okay? But if the red boat is underway and he's coming up this way towards us, he's coming this way towards us and we're going this way, there's a risk of collision, right? He's going this way, we're going this way. So, what that would look like, if we looked at him with our compass, our hand-bearing compass, we would see him on a certain bearing. Watch what happens. As we approach with a risk of collision, the compass bearing stays the same. Our pointer was pointing at the red boat all the time. Okay, it never changed. It never went like this as we went past. It stayed steady. It's a steady bearing. That tells you there's a risk of collision, and that is when the rules would come in and take effect.